Hi, so I thought I can do another case today. I am looking at Arithmetica. I think it was this or last, I don't know, week's community case. It's a case by Valy, I guess it's how you would pronounce it. And I think it's quite easy. Um, so yeah, I think we can just start. I have lambdas, not sure if I need them. Maybe I do, but we will see. And yeah, let's just start. So for each question, count how many digits the given, how many times the given digit appears. Okay, so I have something for that. So I have this and this. Whoops. Oh, yeah, like that. That is an option, right? You can also do something like concat sequence that, right? And then you can columns regex extract this. The pattern is this, and you want to have everything. That also works. Or you can do your len substitute trick. So if you have the len of the sequence, so let's just say let S is a sequence Z, and now you can either you concat or you don't, it doesn't matter really, because you can just do sum of len of S minus len of substitute S, and you want to substitute this. Lot of different options. They are all quite doable. For me, I usually like the regex partner where I concat and yeah, take the columns after I extract it, because I don't have any issues no matter how long the actual digit or whatever is, because usually you have to be careful there. Count how many numbers between 1 and n are 1 and n inclusive are divisible by k but not divisible by m. Okay, so again, let's have a sequence. And now I guess if you know mod, you are probably quite good. So what I want to do is I want to have mod of S and 7, for example. So let's see if we can look at that. So you can see it is 0 because there's no mod, so no modulo. So if that is 0, I have true, and now I can do the same and multiply that with not divisible by 5, so times mod of S by this is not 0. And now I can sum it. Um, so I don't think yeah, that is wrong. Oh, yeah, because I entered 7. That is not good. Okay. I don't, how do you, oh, okay. So that is number, or level 2. Okay, so I think a lot of people struggled here, but it's not that difficult. Like for me, whenever you see something like that, it's always the same pattern. For example, like in the BI challenges from XBI on LinkedIn, there are a lot of challenges where you have to create certain numbers up to a, well, to a boundary, but usually the first ones are quite low, so you can brute force it, but at the end it gets quite difficult. So you usually don't want to actually create all numbers and filter for one which creates this or which match the pattern. You actually want to just create the relevant numbers. So in this case it says a have to be the same number, right? So digit affix, this first character can never be 0, okay? Different letters are independent, the digits may coincide, but identical letters must be replaced by identical digits. So in this case, I only have A, so there's not a lot to do. But we can just say, well, substitute, right? So the idea is substitute. I substitute A, and then I can do, for example, 1. That is a valid number, that is a number, that as well. So now you can do something which is called lifting, I think, because lifting in this case works with a function which usually only takes one input for a certain argument, but instead of like giving out an error or something, it actually spills, so it gets lifted through the function. So now for this input, I substitute A with each of the 10 digits, so I get 10 different results. And now you can combine that because, well, more or less this is it for a lot of then with only one letter, and it only goes up to 3 letters. But as usual, when you want to do something more than once, you can just use reduce. So what I would do now is I would reduce this, and then I can, well, get all the letters. So regex extract here, let's just say /pl1. You could do unique, but it actually doesn't matter. And now I want I see, and if I do it like that, it is the same, but I have an issue. You can see I only replaced everything with everything. So now if I go and remove the two B's, you can see I have 0, 0, and now technically there were two B's again afterwards. So maybe it's easier if I don't do it like that. So you can see now it's replaced like that, and the next time it again replaces with a sequence in rows, and now it matches in dimensions, and this is not really broadcasted the way you want it. So it's the same as sequence 4 and 2 row of sequence 4. So if I do this plus, or let's just say like that, I get 4 values, and if I use them in a different alignment, I guess, then I actually broadcast it. So in this case, what you are missing, or what we are missing, is the part that I want the sequence in columns, like that, whoops, like that, but nothing changed yet, right? So if I go down here, it's still wrong. But what I can do now is I can call like that. And now that is not what I wanted. Oof, why? Oh, because I didn't unique, and now, okay, so if I do it like that, I need unique. I didn't either. Well, you don't replace anything, but now since I broadcast, so what's happening is I have my numbers, right? Sequence 10, and I substitute this with whatever, something which is not inside. Let's just say A, B, maybe like that. Okay, what is my separator? Okay, so now even though nothing is substituted, nothing is changed, I still broadcast it. So of course now if I do it like that, I need the unique here, or I can unique at the end, but it's more efficient to unique it and then by call. So now I have all the numbers. So let's check here. Now you can see that's how it works, and we have 100, which is fine because I have 10 options. I have 2 different numbers or 2 different letters, each with 10 options, so that means 10 times 10 is 100. And now the only thing is I'm not supposed to take the ones which start with 0, so either you do something inside here, or what I just would do is let A, and then I would just say rel maybe, for relevant filter A, where, well, left is A, or let's just say regex test A, and I want not 0, right? So starts not with 0, I guess. Then I want rel. Yeah, that works, and now I have to filter for even or odd. So technically we can convert it to number. You can also here check if the right number or left number is something, but I guess it's the easiest part to just go. I could filter in one way, right? So we could do it in one. Well, technically, why not? So I can also do regex test this, and I want to do if this equals even, then I want is even, else I want is odd. Something like that. And now I can call that for minus minus A. Right, so that was one too many. Rel. Nice, and now I can sum it. So technically I could convert my A to numbers, because now I'm converting more than once. I could also convert here, or I could convert, but if I convert it, this doesn't match anymore. So what I would have to do is I can take the len, for example, but it's fine, I guess, like that. And that took quite long, but it's not a difficult solution. And if you have it like that, now it's the same thing. You create the pattern, but now you don't want is even or odd. You just want, what do you want? It's divisible by that. So again, from before, mod a by this is supposed to be 0. And now I think I have to close this one. So also not that difficult. A palindrome, okay. So palindrome, a lot of different ways to check it. I remember that Hayden did it with regex test. Oh, wait, is it? Okay, so let me check if I can actually do it. I have it written down in my Lambda file, but I don't remember it now. Regex test. I know that I match something, and I match the same again, but with a lot in between. And the lot in between might be something like that. Ooh, does it actually, is it right? No. Ah, because I'm missing. Does that work? What is it? No, because I might need it. Oh, oh, that was wrong. No. Ah. Uh, um. So I have something, right? I have a start. I have something. I have the same again, and I repeat the first match, but that's wrong because I thought I have to do it like that. Because now this is the first match, which is everything. Maybe. I don't know. Let me just cheat. Where's my sheet? There. I don't find it. Ah, I think it's because this is not 1 but 2. No, apparently not. I don't find. I thought I have it. This looks so much more complicated than what I remember. So I have a dot. I have 1. I have 2. Why is it wrong? Is this? Because I'm missing something. I have yeah, okay. So what I was doing, I just had the recursive part. I didn't have the single part. So because the recursive part doesn't work until the middle, I guess. So this one is where, well, it needs to be a dot now. But I matched the middle with this one, for example. And this is the recursive part. So now I have it. I also, of course, I have a palindrome lambda. So that was just for funsies. I also, you can concat after you use the sequence to return, well, so let's just say mid this sequence, right? Sequence 5, 1. And you can, of course, also do mid of this sequence 5 starting 5 minus 1. And now if I concat compare, or if I just compare with end, that also works. You can do a lot, but I wanted to test my regex. Now I have it, and now what I just need to do is I have to again create a sequence. Let S sequence this minus this. If you have 2 and a from, you always have to add back 1. Then I start from this one and step. Technically, I could just do the step, right? If I find the first one which is divisible, that would work. But not necessary, because I also have to check for palindromes, so let's just say like that. And now I can regex test s, and I can multiply that with mod of s by 11 equals 0. And now what am I supposed to do to text this? Okay, that works. You can probably, because if it has to be divisible by z, I could, let's see if that is, I think it's easier to create the sequence here. Like technically I could also do the sequence, I start from nothing, so from 0 I guess. No, that is rows, so let's just say I want this minus this divided, I don't know if that is enough, to be honest, divided by 11 plus 1 maybe. And I want to start at, well, 11. If I stop at 11, I don't need the plus 1, I guess. But let's just go with that. Yes. Yes. And now I need to check if it's a palindrome. So I can use that, and I can check if it is in my boundary. So yeah, the plus 1 is not too much, I think, because I'm starting at 11. So what I can probably do is, we will see. So now again, G, I don't need the mod part, right? So I just need to regex test for now my sequence, and now I need to check times s is larger or equal to that. So that could work. It doesn't, because am I actually no? Why no? What am I missing? I go from 100. What am I missing? So regex test. Oh no, that's just palindrome. And from 100, so I can do minus minus. Why is it 7? What? Ah, 999, not 9. Okay, so is this one? I thought it's 900, so I divide start and end, because why do I, that was stupid. Yeah, so what I did here was stupid, because why do I, okay, so just the end pretty much divided by that, right? So now I can go up to it. That works. I could also do something like, God, how is it called? In English, math, something with math. Ceiling is. So I could use ceiling of this one by 11, I guess. What did I do? So I have my sequence, I have my start, which is the sequence. So that is now too much, because now again I can actually substitute, do minus this one. Ooh, a lot of things to try. Yeah, that works now. So now I can again just do sum minus minus palindrome. Yes, that works. And here I did this one is wrong. Okay. Oh, so I apparently, why is it wrong now? I'm starting. Why is it wrong? Wait, 20. Interesting. So I'm starting, yes, 102 is okay, 42 and 10, yeah, and 60 fits. So I go up to 3000 and here I go, oh, because, still I'm missing exactly that because, interesting. So I can't really, because even +1 now it makes more of them. But why? They are all divisible by 6. How come there are more palindromes? Such an easy case and I'm struggling. Why is it 16? This is a palindrome, this is a palindrome. It just filters easier. Oops. Oh. Looks like a palindrome to me. Ah, because, oh, maybe the ones I did before are wrong. Oh, those are wrong. What? And this one is also wrong. Interesting. What am I doing? Why is what? So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. So I know here's probably an edge case, so it should probably be 11. Yeah, so here I'm just missing the +1. So that is fine, but I'm confused why this is wrong. So maybe this does not work. Maybe my... Let me see, palindrome. Whoops. Palindrome is... Oh, so apparently my regex is still wrong, but why? This was supposed to be quite easy. Apparently I am not making it easy for myself. Why is it H stack S and regex and mod? Let's go. That does not work. So works. Interesting. Doesn't look too shitty. So I'm quite confused now. Oh, okay. No, let's go here. So maybe I should actually H stack here again. And I want palindrome of S. Right, so now. Doesn't look too bad. So what am I missing? Why is this 13? And if I change that, it works. I have start and I have anything. So let me just filter for fine. And this, oh, okay. No, okay. Because I only match if they are, I get it, if they are at least one. So I only match uneven numbers apparently. So not uneven, but if they have a lane which is uneven. Interesting. Interesting. That is not good. What I could probably do is say I make this one optional. Does it fix everything? Yeah. Okay, so then my pattern which I wrote down is wrong. but that is not good because now it can test, but for something else it doesn't work. Oof, difficult. Oh, I need to check that. But yeah, oops, where am I? But it's fine. So wait. Oh, because it's filtered. I was confused. I'm not done yet. Okay, so takes the 4-digit. Its digits are not all identical. Arrange its digit in descending order and ascending order. Keep leading zeros, then subtract the smaller from the larger. Repeat the routine with each new result. The process always reaches Caprica's constant. Okay. So I usually, like, if you don't know the steps, you can either reduce overshoot or you can do it recursive. So I would just say, let's just do one step for now. So let imp, maybe, whatever is this one. Then I can do, well, I can reverse it, right? So I have something for that. I think text umdrehen, so reverse text, yeah. So if I do it like that, I need to enter. It's in the other order, so maybe, I don't know, let's just say and I want to have a number, so now I can say that I want the larger from the smaller number, right? I can subtract them. So how do we do that? Well, we can just say max of imp and a minus min of imp and a, like that, and I'm supposed to leave, no. Oh, I'm actually completely doing it wrong. I am doing it wrong. Okay, so let input is this number, and I'm supposed to sort it. So let's just say letters. So A is letters or is mid sequence. Len, well, it's always 4, so that is fine. Now I want to bicall. No, what do I want to do? I want to sort it. Well, let's just do it like that. So I do concat sort A. If I just sort it's the smaller one, right? Now I can do the same thing again. And I can here sort in descending order. There. -1. And now I have done one step. That was more complicated because I didn't read, but it's technically all there is to this. And now you can reduce this over any sequence. So I know that the maximum is 7, but let's just do 10. So input is I, right, and that goes here. And now whole issue is with reduce, I don't see all the steps. So what I want is a scan. I can unique this. Now we can browse, and we're done. I guess. I think one of them doesn't work, is this one, which is interesting to me because let's just say we do it like that. If I have 8777, okay. Okay, that's why. Okay, because it's now 3 letters long. So what I want to do is I want to text this. Nah. No. I want to text this. By no 000. Yeah, okay. Better because it says to keep the leading zeros. Otherwise here I get 0 and then it zeros out. I do unique and only get the 2. But that is fine. And now the loon gate. Each question is several 11-digit code separated by a semicolon. A code is checked with the loon algorithm starting from the rightmost digit. Double every second digit, position 246, count from the right. Whenever doubling gives a result greater than 9, subtract 9, then add up all. Okay. So let's just, what did I do here? Okay, so let's just say we do here maybe. Text split just by, yeah. Okay, so there's more. Okay. Now I can say mid sequence 11, 1. I guess. And I'm supposed to double all of them from the, okay. So let's just say this is my S now. Let S. Now I have it like that. This is my text, whatever A. Now I can say if mod S2, right? So I'm supposed to do the normal. So let's just say if mod, then I do A, otherwise I do A times 2, right? So like that now. So second and so on is doubled because I'm supposed to do it from the right, but it is the same because it's an uneven number. So now if, right, so maybe I can actually do that. And now I can say B maybe. If B is larger than 9, then what am I supposed to do? Subtract 9, so minus 9 plus B. And now then add up all resulting digits, so by call sum. And now again it's mod this 10 equals 0, or well, you could also do if right is 0, I guess. So let's see. Yeah, okay, so that works. Now we only have bonuses left. Considering the decimal rate of all natural numbers, which digit appears most frequently? Okay, so I guess what we can do is we can again do sequence of 1000, right? We can text join, or we can concat is the name I wanted, concat. And now I can, well, regex extract, for example, regex extract. And I want to test one thing. This is text, right? But I know that there's both single and I'm not sure if it converts. It doesn't. So let's just do minus minus, and there we go. How many numbers between 1 and 1000 are divisible by neither 2 nor 3 nor 5? Okay, so here we can do again sequence 1000, right? Now I can mod. Yeah. Mod this by 2, 3, and 5. And it's supposed to be how many numbers between 1 and are divisible by neither. So that should be a by row. Oh, and then some n. Okay, how many palindromic numbers again? Okay, so some n palindrome of sequence 1. What is maximum? 7, I know that. What is check digit that makes this? Okay. So I want this and sequence 10 starting from 0. And now I need, okay, so here we go, and it is 3. So that works. I'm not really happy with the palindrome because what I actually have is, I think it's from Hayden. I think from his video, I don't know, maybe I'm misremembering, but it's this. So I regex extract this maybe, and then here and all. So Madam has been Bob, whatever. So this works, right? But it doesn't work if I have called her Boop. Madam has, okay, Boop is maybe not the best. Bob, Loop, Loop, Coke, I don't know. You can see Coke doesn't get, even though it's also palindrome, but that doesn't work. And now if I make this like that optional, I get everything, which is not really what I want. Because here it works because I just test, but it doesn't work. I could make 2 maybe. Apparently I can't. Not 0. Now everything matches because why? No, it has to be one or none, which is optional, but I don't know. Shit. That is not good. I do have another palindrome stuff where for testing this works, but why? Because it's 3. I was close, I guess. So if I do 2, I get everything because no way. What is the difference? I have because it's a look ahead. That's why. Okay. Oops. Hmm. Ah, because this is a look ahead. So if I want to test completely now, I would just do it like that. And now I can regex test this. No, wrong. Regex test this with that. And I can delete a lot. And I can do cook. And I can cook. But this has a minimum length of 3. Now I have a minimum length of 1, which doesn't work. Which works. What's the difference there? But so 1 doesn't work, 22. This seems to work, but because I don't want a word character here. I want anything because word character is also a number, so technically it should always be for palindrome fine, but maybe if I have, I don't know, something like that, this like that maybe. Okay, now that also works, but not with word characters, right? So if I do a word character here, yeah. So this is a little bit more flexible, even though I'm not completely sure. Here I'm using an alternation, right? So the pipe is the alternation. Here I use a positive look ahead, so just look around. The rest is the same. But that's fine for me. Like I have it with this one that is more flexible. Perfect. Anything else I want to do? Yeah, maybe here, if I don't want to use reduce, right? Because maybe who likes to use reduce? So I need to overshoot, and then I can either I can do it like that with scan, and I can take unique, which is probably the easiest one. Or if you want to actually just create the routine, then you can also just say this is my transformation, right? So let's just go and say let's just say let r lambda r and input, and then let's just say that I don't need it. Oh, I didn't use imp, which is interesting. But yeah, so like that, right? And if that is 6174, because that's the number where it always again is the same afterwards. So here I'm missing my text. 0000, like that for now. Of course I can't R with that. Perfect, it's my first step, and now I have if right, this is my concat. So if, since I need that twice, I need to name that b. B is always a good name. Then I want if b equals its text, so let's just say 6174. Then I want, well, my steps, which I don't have yet, so let's just say 1. Else I want b. So now, yeah, it works because it stops. I can also do something else, but now I don't have a count, right? So I could just enter something different here, for example, that. And now I can just say I call this with C plus 1. Nothing changes. And now if I enter C here, it's 2 because I start at 0 if I omit it, right? So here I can also just say C plus 1. Or if I call it in my first thing, I want to start with 1, right? So that also works. It's never that difficult to change a reduce or whatever into a recursive function, but it's not often necessary, especially not here, as you don't really need to count in. The maximum is 7. You can just use scan and rows unique. It's probably easier, maybe not more efficient, but it's at least easier. So yeah, that's it for this case. I think it's still quite easy if you know how to do this. Like for me, as I said, you can also brute force it, but that's maybe not as easy. Do I have an idea how I would brute force it? No, I think so. That's not really a nice solution, but I could make a pattern out of that, right? So if I regex extract, let's just say I regex extract /pl. So this is letters, right? Okay, so now I have A. I want the first A to be replaced by something like that, and then the second one with that. And now for this works, I think. So let me see. Let us name let A. I don't care about the naming. So then unique letters is unique A1 is uni. Right, so here I get 2. Now I can reduce this one over over uni. Maybe. I see. So now I just want I for now. I want to replace the first one, right? Okay, let's just say it's not as easy, but let's just say pus is xmatch. There's probably a better option, but to be honest, I don't have an idea. I can just reduce. I can just do a long sequence, or I can be a little bit more specific. But let's just say I reduce I. Let's just do sequence 2 because I know that it's 2. Lambda incur, no. And what I want to do is I want to substitute in with C. New text is if cur equals 1, then I could choose easier. But no, if cur equals 1, then I want that, right? Else I want that and post. That was supposed to be a comma. Okay, that is not what I wanted. Because yes, I know why. Only one. That is actually what I wanted. Nice. Now I can. This is my pattern. This is my pattern. And now what I can probably do is I can filter. I need a sequence, right? Filter sequence of 10 to the power of len of this. Right, this is my sequence. Include. Do I filter? Yes, I filter. Filter is regex test. It's the same sequence, so I actually need that as a variable. Let's see if that works. SS pattern. nice like that, and I also want to filter, so times if z equals odd, I want is odd, else I want is even on s. That doesn't look too bad. Yes, it works. Oh, that doesn't work. Why not here? Why not here? What? Oh. Doesn't look... That doesn't look wrong, to be honest. Does it look wrong? No. I hope not. If I want... I hope it detects that I'm not saying the 12th, but oh no, it doesn't. I think the issue here is that it wants the 12 and also not everything is right. All of them with no. Why is this wrong and this is right? It's the same, just odd and even. What? How interesting. Oh, interesting. What is the issue here? Let's just say. Oh, 1 0 0 0. Looks good. Looks good. Let's just go here and do a rel. And I can minus minus. Because of course. Well, of course. Is it of course? It's not of course. But -1. Okay. Better, but here I think what happens here is I have my capture group, and then I have /1, 2, and it doesn't take the first capture group. It tries to find the 12th capture group, which does not exist. So I could. That is not really that nice. I think what I want to do here is to not have that problem. I want to regex replace. That makes it more difficult than I expected it, but it's fine. D with a digit like that with, well, that and no, oh, not one, wait, digit with, oh no, okay, I need it like that. Now we are probably good. Out. Sequence -1. Okay, I don't know. Column width. No. Because no. Oh god, how do I actually that's also okay. So if I do regex test this is that because it's not the solution. How do I do that? I can do it with /d. I can replace every digit with an literal /d. Maybe. Yeah. But that is shit because now I match everything and not just 2. Wow. How do I do that? How do I actually overcome that it matches the 2 if I don't? So what's happening, as I said, was if I have it doesn't actually matter where I do it. Regex test something with, I have a bracket which is capture group 1 right now. Pretty much, oops, like that I get a value error because there are no 12 brackets. Maybe that's not the best solution, but what I can do is I can just do hey, where is it? No, then not question mark, I can just say 1 like that. That is probably it. Yeah. No. Ah, why not? Ah, because now I'm replacing it at the beginning and I don't have anything in front. Fuck. I want to solve it with regex. I don't know. I don't know how to overcome that it matches the 12th capture group. If I just do it like that. I have the 12th match capture group. But how do I overcome it? QE? I think Hayden in his, I think there was something with QE where it actually ignores it and takes it literally. So maybe it's that, because then it doesn't matter if it's at the beginning. Or slash Q, no, slash D. I think it was slash Q, then pi $1 slash E, I think. No. Ah, because now it's not a special. Ah, shit. It's not special anymore. Yeah, it makes of course sense now. It's literal. Shit. I don't know. Yeah, please, if anyone knows how to do that, how do I match, if I have it like that, how would I match it with regex? Because the pattern I created doesn't work, as now I'm matching the 12th capture group, which is not existing, so I get a value error. Interesting to me. But yeah, I hope someone watched until the end and someone might be able to answer that. Hey Dim, and hi everyone else who's watching, but I'm hoping Hayden or Dim, or Bo if he actually watches, those are the people I think they are really strong in regex. So maybe someone of both of you can help me with this problem. So thanks for watching and have a nice day.